So we just got out of the Judd Apatow film Trainwreck, starring
Amy Schumer. And Bill Hader.
LeBron James, Michael Cena.
John Cena. And Tilda Swinton. I was surprised with her.
Oh, yeah, the boss?
Yeah, I was surprised at her.
She was crazy. She was like a harlot, man. Like, she just was like, I'll fire. Oh, no, you're fired.
She's gonna be she's gonna be great in Doctor Strange. She's the ancient
one.
We'll see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the ancient one.
Oh, that's pretty good casting. So, the movie itself is about the life of Amy after her parents got a divorce because her father cheated on multiple women, her mom with multiple women.
Dad's a whore.
Yes, but he has I guess, a very light but small heart of gold.
He's lovely.
It passed down onto her life because now her lifestyle is that she sleeps around with dudes, and she finds Bill Hader's character and is like, hey, she ends up falling in love with him. But it's, you know what I love? It's not a typical love story. It's not like, this is so real. Like, they didn't do the beat until the very end with the whole dance number. This was really, like, real dialogue that felt like, wow, I could actually listen to this. And it has a global message on relationships. Like, I'm gonna go with the pros. Like, it has a global message on, like, relationships of how, like, you don't have to always fight it out of, like, oh, there's, like, you can be selfish here and there. Like, great example is when, Bill Hader was giving his award. Yeah, and it was his moment. But it was right after Amy's father died. Her mother already died. You find that out in the film. But she spends the whole night, like, just talking with him and everything, the night before her surgery. And she's being real selfish about it, but then he was kind of being selfish about his needs and everything, and that led to their eventual, like, rough patch in the film when they break up and everything. But it felt real.
Mm-hmm. It's a movie that you could actually say that this could be your friends going through something right now, or see this from another person's perspective, or even a relationship that you could be going through if you have someone who drinks a lot, smokes a lot, and you're like a career-driven person. And
yeah, they're polar opposites, but they work.
Yeah.
Because of their witty dialogue with each other, because he contrasts us, he's very down to earth. Like, Bill Hader's character is very down to earth. He's like, oh, well, if you like me, why don't we do something about it? And Amy's like, they kind of pull back, like, oh, yeah, I don't really know, but she's going to go for it anyway. And it's just, that contrast was good.
I like that he was actually, like, almost a real doctor. Not one of those doctors you see on TV, or wants to be, like, famous.
Or Jack. Robin Williams, like,
oh, yeah,
hey,
he wanted to be a doctor that actually, like, you see who actually cares for his patients, who's not like...
One of which is LeBron James.
Yeah.
That intervention scene, though.
Oh, yeah.
Was pretty good.
Those cameos were great. Especially the nurse.
Oh, yeah.
Father's nurse. I was like, really?
Yeah. No, Broadway. I thought he was going to look at my hip. And the best line that sums up his whole career when he's like, you haven't had a good film since War Games. I'm like, yo! It's true, though. That's a lot of fish. But, yeah, I loved it. John Cena was real funny in it also.
Can we just get this spoiler? John Cena's gay in this movie.
He is.
I mean, his character is gay. I don't. It's just like there were so many sexual innuendos of.
Oh, the movie theater scene where he's trying to talk bad.
Oh, with Keith Richards, I was like, oh god.
Yeah, he was trying to be like, he was legit trying to be like threatening and imposing. He's like, I'm gonna take this fist and I'm gonna shove it up your dick hole. I'm like, who says that?
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna lick your ass.
And the wife is just like, it's obvious, he's attracted to you. I'm just like, you better watch out, wifey. John Cena was hilarious.
And I'm glad he's getting more movies. Like he'll probably be.
That wasn't 12 rounds. That movie he did like early 2008.
Randy Orton did the sequel, 12 rounds too.
But LeBron James was real funny in it also. Like everybody was
in it
funny.
A lot too. I was actually surprised LeBron was in this movie a lot, but he does have funny commercials, so he can act.
And you know what? This is my type of humor, the raw humor, the racism's here. I mean, it sounds very wrong that I'm saying this, but I love the jokes of the racism, the stereotypes. And they made a really valid point when they were having that, like, circle, and it was like, oh, conservative moms all together. And, you know, like, oh, and then I let her watch Glee, and I saw, like, two girls kissing. I didn't even tell her who gays were. And then she responds, like, and Amy responds, like, they're people. And I'm just like, whoa.
Oh, the bigger woman's response. That was hilarious.
Oh.
Well, like, do you want me to spell that?
Yeah, go ahead.
When they said it's like, I let Fred and Bill double team me on Christmas Day. I was like, and then Amy was like, oh, I like her.
Yeah.
Because she was real.
She was true. Are there any cons of this movie?
No.
Because I only have one con that I'm going to talk about.
I really didn't have any issues with the movie. Not that much. Really wasn't really anything I didn't like. Maybe just the beginning. Like, just at the very beginning a little bit. But that was just little stuff. But other than that, no. It was a good movie. I give it a 4 out of 4.
Oh, 4? Alright.
Yeah, it's a good comedy movie. It's up there with Spy.
I still have yet to see.
Spy is hilarious. If you see Spy and you
kind of had enough of Melissa McCartney, even though we had one of the Ghostbusters in here and in New York City, so that's why I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you see Spy, you're gonna see how funny that movie is, and then you're gonna have more hope than you have for Ghostbusters, because it's Paul Feig, and when he does a movie that's funny, he does a real movie that's funny, like Judd Apatow funny, or this movie. This movie was really funny.
I think my one con in Trainwreck was, I'm telling you, the movie was really solid as a piece. And it's not even a big con, it's just something that kind of like nicked me a bit because it felt so very movie cliche, is the whole dance number at the very end. When he's trying to impress, she's trying to impress, and it's just like, oh really, we're going to do a dance number? And I kind of felt the whole like Uptown Girl by Elton John coming, I was like, alright. Or Billy Joel, I don't believe I said Elton John, but they do mention Elton John in this movie, and they say the best was Elton John's the Queen of England. I'm just like, yo, the dad was pretty funny.
I think like
that dance number, it's just my only con, and it wasn't even a big con. It was like a.
You know what really needed to do this? We're gonna take this back. We're gonna go from the movie when you got the magazine and the thing. That was the moment where it's like he should have went to her house, or she should have walked in, or she should have delivered it, and that's how the movie ended. Instead of having to do the last bit.
No, that, I don't know, like, that seemed, I just like how they did think outside the box, but then they didn't, because the dialogue was there, the dialogue and the music was there, but, well, for the most part, it was cliche also, but, again, it's just like, do we really need a musical number? It was just like, you'll see when you see Trainwreck, and everybody should go see this. I think it's a great weekend to go to the movies. You have Ant-Man and Trainwreck, 2 really great films. I'm going to give this, unfortunately, the same rating as Ant-Man, because I feel like I enjoy them, even though they're getting the same number, I enjoy them on different levels. I'm going to give Trainwreck a 3.5 out of 4.
Yep, this movie is a good movie. Did like $30 million at the box office, being a rated comedy.
Oh, yeah.
And, let's see, you got Ant-Man did
was promoted
58.
well.
And you got Minions at 50, so this is the top 3 movies of the weekend, so.
Yeah, so I mean, like, overall, I enjoyed the mess out of this movie. And it, like I said, great weekend to be at the movies. That concludes this podcast. So until next time, this has been Jared Avery.
Rashawn.
And speaking on behalf of Cadillac, who just came home from vacation, and Keels, who is currently working, who could not join us on our journey, but will, and Newman, of course.
Sick with mono.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyway, beside that, be sure to subscribe to us on our YouTube page, and we also like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us, Guys Night Movies, the hashtag, and our shirts are available on the site. Remember, until next time, we do what we do for the sake of the podcast. Until next time,
we're out, but please leave us a review. We need some reviews. We have 2 reviews so far, 5-star reviews on iTunes.
And iTunes, I forgot to mention that, iTunes. So now we're really out.